Another fine mess you've gotten me into.
How would I know she had knockout gas in her makeup compact?
I don't know. Maybe because you fought her like 24 times?
Welcome back, fellow agents. It is I, your somewhat disappointed animated agent of awesome. Today, it is X7. We're trying yet another recording system here, but we are going to review episode 3 of Batman Caped Crusader, which I'm going to have probably a rare, well, if you know me, it's probably not that rare, but a disagreement. Let's have a little music here. All right, that is the theme to Batman the Brave and the Bold, a most excellent show that I never got tired. There were a couple episodes I didn't care for, especially toward in that last season. Once again, Amazing Man. Don't know the character, never read the books. You know, they weren't unpleasant. They were just not what I wanted. But speaking of not what I wanted, I did watch episode 3 of Batman Caped Crusader last night, which is called Kiss of the Catwoman. Dun dun dun. In which Selina Kyle shows up and is broke because she steals things and her dad committed crime and business fraud or something. He's in jail. So he's still alive, which is, as far as I know, a first. I don't know much about Selina Kyle's family tree, actually. I mean, now she's probably got 100 relatives. And apparently, well, I don't know if they're married now or not. Let's just get this out of the way. I am not the biggest fan of Batman and Catwoman as a couple. Now, in the '66 movie and television show, oh yeah, that one's good. That's a good pairing. But in the Justice League, the DCU, the animated universe, I'm sorry, Diana trumps just about anybody. I do like a Batgirl pairing as well. The rest of them, I don't know. I've never read the Silver Sable. No. Well, somebody will know who that is. There's one in the comic books that's supposed to be really good as well. But I get why he likes her. She's a bad girl, and she fights. So, I mean, the Selina Kyle in Batman Returns, that was a pretty fun pairing. But it doesn't have to be Selina every time, does it? Anyway, I digress yet again. With this new recording app, which is Microsoft Clipchamp I'm using, I only get 30 minutes, so I can't monologue too long. That'll make Lil happy, I'm quite sure. You're welcome, Lilith. You can thank Microsoft. So, Kiss of the Catwoman. And that's got... they're at a museum where Selina runs into Bruce, and his Bruce voice is not his real voice. That's the fake voice. Another thing I don't particularly care for. But that's just me yet again. And she's been caught stealing a couple of times. I think somebody calls her a klepto, maybe Harvey Bullock does. There's a trial for her. She gets her charges dismissed because she's rich. Well, she's not rich, she's broke. And Barbara is not happy with Harvey Dent. Too many Harveys, pal. And we get to meet Dr. Harleen Quinzel, so we know where this is going. And because Bruce punches a guy who insulted his the reporter who insulted his mother by not seeing it coming by walking down Crime Alley. I think he had it coming, but I guess nobody would know why Bruce would punch somebody. So of course, Selina gets released. The charges are dropped because I don't know why. Oh wait, that's later. She dresses up as Catwoman for the first time and runs into Batman, which is adequate.
Looks like you're about to catch a very bad case of cat scratch fever, Batman.
You're the one who's caught Catwoman in the crooked claws of crime.
Spare me your morality, hero. Who deserves these precious symbols of feline superiority more than I? Surely not the curators of that musty old museum I rescued them from.
Now, this Selena, much like all the other Selenas, does love cats. So she's got that, but at one point she's got that going for her. Other than that, she's not a very nice person. In fact, none of these people are nice except for maybe Alfred and Barb and the Gordons. Bruce is not so nice, and I get it because we get to see a lot of his trauma from watching The Mark of Zorro, the 1925 version, 22 version, probably on a re-release. He can't be that old, maybe, but it's so the time scene I've read is now set in the 40s and probably 45 after the war because we don't see any of that. But they have a lot of Metropolis, which is in Delaware, don't you know? Because they're in Delaware. I wish I had a sound cue for that queued up. I'm in Delaware. Party on, Wayne. So, but Metropolis is very progressive with having Harleen Quinzel as their lead psychologist. But we know where this is going. She's trying to pry open more of Bruce to get him to reveal all of his trauma about his parents. Blah 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 blah. She might as well be Dr. Hugo Strange, right?
Okay, Bats, what's it gonna be? Bat catnip to distract the kitties or a high-frequency batamajig to scramble their brains, huh?
You've let larceny taint your loveliness, Catwoman.
My pets will soon silence that insolent tongue of. Did you say lovely?
Less talk, more utility belt, huh? Are you even listening to me?
Lovely, yes, but evil too. Give up this life of crime, Catwoman. Allow me to help rehabilitate you.
So that, of course, is Diedrich Bader playing Batman. His sidekick there, or his partner, is the Green Arrow, and I'm sorry I've forgotten who's playing him, and I don't remember who's playing Selena in this, The Brave and the Bold. But there's more flirting going on there in 30 seconds than there was this entire movie or entire episode. She calls him sexy. She likes his car. So, and she figured out who he was. She'd like his money. Really, really like his money. So it's the problem with this episode is it's all been done. I've seen it all now, and I'm not just talking from the comic books. This is all we've seen it all. We've seen the Catwoman and Batman. What's the third one? I don't even. I've seen part of it. I haven't seen all of it. She's been around, used a lot. I like the Joker over it, and we know what's going to happen to Harley. I mean, if you don't know what's going to happen to Harley, you haven't been paying to Batman. You haven't been paying much attention. The show is good, but it really lacks a sense of humor. There are a lot of nice touches in there. There's a shop called the Clouder, which, if you know what a group of cats is called, it's a Clouder, or a Glaring, but mostly a Clouder. Unless it's my cats, then it's a Glaring. But there's just not much humor in it. Bruce is a jerk, and he's going to get worse, from what I understand. I read a bit about it. I mean, this is the Dark Knight has to be dark and serious. Those sort of fans love this stuff. And, one story is good, but it doesn't have to. It 10 episodes. So I made a housekeeping decision. Well, we'll go on to that in a minute. Did I ask everyone to like, share, subscribe, vote in the poll? Please do. That would be wonderful. Also, get yourself a stack of, well, you're probably halfway through your Bat Week cakes because it's that time. Anyway, Selena gets arrested, and because there was no proof that it was her trying to do the larceny, and the Batman was there too, they dropped the charges. That's where Harvey and Barbara have a bit of a set to about that. But she's broke. She's got a housekeeper whose name is not in, who is German, who's kind of funny. I mean, it'd be nice if she went into the employ of Bruce Wayne and her and Alfred. Alfred deserves happiness. Yeah, and he's not getting it from Bruce. Jerk. I'm sorry. Right now, I don't like this Bruce. I'm not greatly enamored of the show. I mean, the acting's great, the animation's great, the directing's great. I mean, Bruce Timm is responsible for this, and he knows his stuff. It's just it can't help but be compared to all the bats that have come before it. And a lot of this has been done. I mean, Selina got caught the first in the Batman the Animated Series. And Bruce was very attracted to her, but not here. He just dumps her. And, oh, Greta. The maid is Greta. I wonder if her last name is Buka. Oh, I needed a horse weenie right there, too. So she takes off, sells everything of Selina's because she's owed her 3 years back rent, or back pay, pardon me. So and what happened to all those cats? And Selina stole a woman's cat, took it from her. You just don't do that. Cat people know that you don't take somebody else's cat. So aside from Bruce being in therapy, Selina needs some therapy. I'll tell you what. Okay, I know it sounds like I hate the show. I don't hate the show. However, I've come to the decision that I'm not going to review the next seven episodes separately. I'm going to watch them. We'll do just a full-on episode review of it in later, just so that because I don't want to do seven. I don't want to spend 7 more weeks reviewing the show that I'm only adequately entertained by. I mean, I want it to be good, but it's just so. It's like it's better than the Dark Knight trilogy. I'll say that. Yeah, I know. One more rare me not liking something. But I have liked a lot of I've got more Batman in my collection than any other superhero. Spider-Man is not even a close second. Yeah, I'd have to look, but probably not. Really, the only Batman thing is the Dark Knight. Well, I don't have the new movie, the '90s movies, '89, etc. Because you can see them anywhere or watch them or buy them. They're like $10 to get all four of the '90s movies. And I did not care for the Dark Knight trilogy, but I've got the cartoons from the '60s. I don't have the new adventures of Batman and Robin, where Adam West and Burt Ward do the voices because it's got the most insufferable Batmite. I'm off topic yet again. So let's listen to something just a little more fun here because I just love one line with Green Lanterns and Green Arrow.
Wait, are you two flirting?
Oh, always trying to declaw me, Batman. Which is why I must clip your wings permanently.
Not if I collar you first.
You are! You're flirting! Flirterers!
I told you we should have taken his belt away.
You two take the overgrown elf. I'll take the Batman.
There's another thing that this episode is rather in short. This series is rather in short store of, although there's enough of it. Is action. We get a lot of them not dressed as heroes or villains. Now, granted, Clayface can't really dress as a hero or a villain because he's molten. But I know Harley Quinn will be there, and and the Penguin was just the way she dressed in a tuxedo, which I did like. That if she came back, she needs to come back. I don't even know who is Firebug. Great. Yeah. See, maybe if I lower my expectations because those first 2 episodes are pretty good, even though I knew who Clayface was, and everyone knows who Catwoman is, and when we saw that one coming, heck, it's in the title. But I'm still going to watch it. I'm going to give it a chance the rest of the way, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to review anything until I get done. Now, this will mean I'll be able to watch, 2 more episodes at leisure instead of once a week. So perhaps we'll do a different Bat Tuesday with, a review of the '66 series, the '68 cartoon, Filmation cartoon. We've got 2 serials to go. I've got a Captain America, at least one more Captain America movie to review from 1990 with good old Matt Salinger, which I think is pretty good. It's better than Red Brown, and I enjoyed those. At least he's wearing his Cap outfit with the fake ears. I would have done something about that. I have evolved since I wanted a comic book perfect costume these days. So agents, let me know. I'm sure if Spotify ever gets its act together and gets its statistics going, and we can vote and get polls and leave comments. I was told I had 2 comments. Couldn't see anything. Good job, Spotify. How do I stop recording this? So that's that'll be our episode for today. I really have enjoyed. I hope this works at some point. And I did kind of leave out the very end. We don't need to listen to all of the Brave and the Bold. I am going to try to get this up on YouTube. Lots of action here. Yeah, there's a lot more. And this is for a kids show. There's a lot more innuendo in here than ever should be.
You chose the wrong career, Batman. We could be partners in crime, the perfect power couple.
I'm a
Partners in crime. Partners in crime. I think I've heard that before. Be that as it may, we are going to wrap it up now. And until our next assignment, I wanted to push the other button. Until our next assignment, agents, this is X7 signing off.